Hello and welcome back. It is Sunday. It is afternoon, which means it's time for Morgan's lazy Sunday afternoon productivity stream. Yeah, I know lazy and productivity don't actually go together, but sometimes I'm productive and sometimes I'm not. And sometimes my productivity is how many snacks I can eat.
It's the
Um,
oxymoron of the day.
as you can tell, I have the one and only Doc Coleman with me today. Say hi to the nice people.
Hi, nice people. I'm Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. This is Trill. She comes up and asks to be loved.
And I am coming to you far, far away from the Nami catechist, but I will be seeing him again this evening.
Mm.
So I'm going to hop into the comments. Maggie got here early. Hello and welcome. We have an Andy. Hello. And Cool Gamer is apparently Trill. Oh, no, Trill's the cat. Right.
Cool. Yeah.
Hello, Cool Gamer. I think this is your first time at my stream, maybe second. I love newcomers. I love regulars. I love everybody in between. So otherwise, I wouldn't live stream. So hello and welcome. So glad you can join us. So, what is everybody working on today?
Well, for the moment, I'm working on breaking down recyclables because a tower of them just descended upon us, and it's a good activity that I can sit down because my knees are killing me today.
Gotcha.
Hopefully later I will get back to processing feedback from beta readers as
Nice.
my beta read is coming to an end, and I've got two people who've completed the book already, and I've got is it three or four? Um, ah, two fingers to scroll, and I've got three more people that have just gotten the last section, so I need to catch
Oh,
up on all the feedback uh, uh, that I've got, so that when later this week they give me the last bits, I can get all that put together and then switch over to revisions. Revisions.
awesome. Oh, how busy has your week been?
Oh, um, I don't know. This week has been kind of crazy with ups and downs. Um,
I hear
and
that.
the day job is definitely getting weird as they're going from uh, uh they've just decided to uh, uh, say do as much telework as possible to no, we're not going to have as much telework. You can start coming back into the office. And some people are jumping immediately. So this means we don't have to wear masks and we can group with people again, right? And it's like, no, don't be an idiot. It's
Just
just
because
we can have more
Omicron,
people in the building.
we know exactly what happens when a strain like Delta or Omicron goes away. We have about 3 weeks of breathing room, and then the next strain.
Yeah. Which
So I actually went into my day job office space this week, and because they moved my cube from where they moved us just before the pandemic, like 6 months before the pandemic.
mm-hmm.
Um, and so the space that they moved us out of was supposed to be converted into open office space. So they just moved us back to the same space. I'm in a different cube where I can actually see a window. I mean, yeah, it's across the aisle and over the copier, but I can actually see daylight from my desk. So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, well, it's somebody asks you what the weather's like. It's not a Google search anymore. It's just
I
turning your head.
know. It's pretty awesome. And so I sat down and I was like, oh yeah, I don't mind working in the office. Not all the time. And it's nice to be able to roll in at like noon after getting my morning meetings online. But I don't mind going in a couple times.
Yeah, I have to admit, I much prefer half days to whole days in the office.
Exactly. Especially when they're giving me free lunch, which
Yeah.
we're doing 3 shifts of testing for the next 3 weeks, requiring us to be in the office, and so we get free lunch and dinner.
Nice.
depending on which shift we are. I mean, you don't get lunch and dinner on the same day. It's lunch or dinner. Actually, I think everybody gets free lunch, and dinner's for the people who are obligated to stay till 10 p.m.
Hmm.
So,
That makes sense.
oh, okay. So
The,
I am going to be working on some goals that I might have mentioned to certain writer support group, and
mhm.
trying to get to, I'm at 3,000 words edited from my space fantasy. And I think I said something about being at 20,000 words. But for someone's particular writing support group, it doesn't count until the second Saturday of the month.
You have time, yes.
So if I could get maybe 3,000 done tonight, that would be
Yeah.
amazing.
See, it's kind of nice to have some of those deadlines a little off from everything else, so that it's
Yeah,
like, okay, you've hit all those end of the month deadlines. Now you've got a little bit of breathing room to get those other things.
yeah. So
uh,
popping into the comments, Andy is working on revisions and just finished clearing notes from his noir editors.
hmm,
So now he's redlining a short story and then has a beta read to work on. You sound as busy as I am.
hmm. But he's on the last section of that beta read.
Oh,
So.
nice. Oh, I wonder whose beta read it could be.
Hmm.
So, I'm feeling vaguely get stuff done. If I pop away, it's because I'm at my mom's right now helping her do some laundry because she can't bend and lift right now so well. So I'm here to see how many loads of laundry I can get done in a day trip.
Cool.
So
So,
um,
shall we start a productivity sprint?
yes, Maggie just wanted to let us know that she needs so many words today, but also needs to make videos and really just wants to go outside because it's sunny and like 52. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
Where is it? 52.
And Maggie says she hopes my mom recovers quickly. She's getting there. She's getting there. She's just bending and twisting or gently healing. So we don't want to pull stitches or anything like that.
That would be bad.
That would be bad. But also the recovery is a lot of fatigue. So,
Hmm.
one load of laundry would probably wipe her out for the day.
Yeah, it's like, oh, your energy's going elsewhere. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting there though. So okay, I am going to open up my timer. What length timer do you think we should do? 22 minutes or something else?
I think 22 minutes is doing pretty good so far.
Okay,
Whatever
then
tickles your fancy.
I will share my Chrome tab then and we'll get started. In three, two, one, go. And we're back. How was your sprint?
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
He was in a conversation with his
I
wife.
was in a conversation with my wife.
What? She wants to talk to you?
Well, she's getting ready to do her own crafty stuff.
Maybe.
I got through about 1,500 words.
Cool.
About
I
5
have
pages.
I have a box of recycles, mostly filled.
Nicely done.
Look, I can show you what I did. My silliness.
Nice. Okay, well, popping into the comments, I see Isabella is here. Hello, Isabella.
Oh.
And we have Sarah. Hello. Sarah said she started before the sprint and then came in. Got to get this stuff done. I hear you. How is your project going? You were 500 words every 15 minutes on Friday. It was zooming out of you. Andy said the red lines on the short story are complete, and now he's on to the beta read. And we all say, of course, hi to Doc's wife. Andy's wife is
hi. She waved.
And Andy's wife is currently having tea with friends. Ooh, nice. Sarah already has nearly 1,000 words for today.
Nice.
Nicely done. That's the dream. Words flowing out.
Living the dream.
So, oh my goodness. That wasn't bad at all. I am quite pleased with my progress. So.
Cool. I am quite pleased with the progress of my beta readers.
Clearly.
Yep.
You liking the feedback?
Actually, I have been liking the feedback. I've still got a bunch to process, but most people, when they're giving me back comments, when they're sending about the document with the comments in it, they give me a couple extra comments.
Right.
I had one person who, going after reading the fifth section, said, okay, said, here's who I think you did it. Who are the bad guys? Who's involved? And after they said about the six, it's like, I was partially right. It's always fun when you get to see readers being engaged in your story while they're reading it.
Yeah, definitely. So Maggie says that someone has started a prairie fire 4 miles away.
Oh, that's not
Thank
good.
goodness there isn't any wind, but needs to prepare to evacuate the goats and the bees just in case. That's not awesome.
You got to protect the bees.
Yeah. Maggie says she and the kids practice for this, so it's not a problem, and there's a mitigated area around the house, but they do definitely need to get clear of the smoke. Oh my goodness. I hope it's brought under control and put out pretty quickly. Oh my goodness. Prairie fires are not something to mess with. On a lighter note, Andy's wife made Mary Berry's scones. I've been binging some Great British Bake Show, so num 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 num.
Oh, I love a good scone.
Well, take care, and it was good to see you, Maggie, and stay safe, okay?
Yep. Hopefully they will resolve it quickly.
So, hello, Dal. Dal is here. She's not writing during sprints, but did stop by for a while to say hi. So good to see you, or hear you, or see your words. Hello, Morgan Lee, and welcome. Are you new? Have you been to my stream before? I think maybe once, but any case, I like new people. I like returning people. I like regulars. I like people.
Yeah, I would think another Morgan in the stream would be a moment that would stand out in your mind.
Right? With our powers combined. Does that mean I can be super extra productive?
The only one way to find out.
So, well, do we want to just go into another sprint? I'm kind of on a roll.
Well, if you're on a roll, you might as well go with it. But
Okay. So Morgan says that she's been around a few times, and I thought I remembered, but yeah.
okay.
So okay, I am going to pop over to that timer. I'm gonna reset it, and we're gonna get ready. So
Looks like
let's
Morgan's
go.
also seen you on other people's streams.
Yeah, over on Sarah's stream. Yeah, Sarah's awesome. So I mean, you can at least one Friday a month, if not all of them. I'm usually over at her stream.
Hmm.
And the local open mic night switched from 7 to like 9:10 to 6 to 8 p.m. because the coffee shop that we host at switched hours. So that means I can pretty much always make Sarah's stream
Okay.
now without having to choose between them. Although that does make it a little harder for you if you ever wanted to pop into Spilled Ink.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing it sometime in the after times. Missed out on the before times. Not going now. The after
Right.
times on my list.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I hear that. So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're back.
Well,
How was your sprint?
I think I'm about done with that. I've was surrounded by a whole pile of boxes, and I think I've got like one that we're gonna save for future recycles, and
Nice.
a couple more, and everything else is packed down into a couple things here. And we can put that all out because they pick up tomorrow. So that means I can
Nice.
actually do some productive writing or compiling today. So
I got about 700 words edited that time.
Nice.
So I did switch over a load of laundry and stuff since I'm here to help with laundry and stuff. So that makes sense. So popping into the comments, we got a Devin, hello and welcome. And Kelly swung by, hello. Yes, it was the second sprint.
Yep.
It's a lazy Sunday afternoon. There's no such thing as late. There's get here when you get here.
Yeah.
Do I punish anyone? No, no. Other than the fact you might have missed the opportunity to snack. I don't know. With pepper spray in a water bottle. No, no. Sarah says she's going to keep working because she skipped working to eat pudding. Ooh, what flavor? Are we talking like butterscotch or chocolate or vanilla? Or now I really, really need pudding?
Yeah, pudding is good.
Sarah's going to check in a bit if she doesn't flake out. Isabella got a paragraph done. She's never written medieval fantasy, so it's taking her a bit longer to write it. Totally understand. When I switch genres, it definitely takes me a bit to get the voice right. Andy is continuing with the beta read. He did have to pause for dishes because dishes. So nice. It sounds like everybody's being productive.
At least in different ways. Yep.
Oh, goodness. I am hopeful to, get a reasonable amount into the story. So,
cool.
I wonder how far I have to go to hit 2,000 words or 20,000 words. How many pages do you think is that?
Yeah, and I don't talk in pages. So.
Do you talk? You talk in words there, right?
I talk in words. I go straight words. Every now and then I try to remember that usually it's around 250 words a page.
Yeah, except it's not.
Yeah, except when it's not.
For me, it's usually closer to 275 on average, and I just took a random page and it's 326. So 250 is not with my fonts and stuff. And I mean, I have it in print layout. I have it in 12-point font. I have, let's see, what are my margins?
My margins, what are they?
What are my margins? Where's my ruler? Why don't I see my ruler? Yeah, I've got 1-inch margins. So, I mean,
okay.
I am an Arial. Maybe I should switch to Times New Roman.
I don't know. Depends on what you like. I've always liked Times New Roman.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic for a reason. Oh, hey, that took me from 308 pages to 286, which I don't think is going to have fewer words per page.
I was say, that's good, right? Or no?
Yeah, now it's 335 words. So I think I'm going to go back to Arial. It's just easier reading on a screen because it's got a little more white space in there.
That's what really matters, is what's easier for you to read.
Yeah, definitely. So Isabella asks what page size. I use standard printer page size, so 8.5 by 11, because I'm in the States and that's our standard page size for drafting, at least. And it's all double spaced. So Kelly says by his calculation, 20K is about 85 pages. Well, let me jump to page about 85 and see where we're at. So problem is now I just have to Control Shift. Okay. Tools, word count. Yeah. Okay. A little less than that because there are, you go a third of the way down the page when you start a chapter, and chapters don't necessarily stop at the end of a page. So maybe 80 pages because 85 is 22,649 words. So, well, that's good to know.
Cool.
I am not through chapter 1 yet, so it doesn't matter. Although I'm almost there.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, oh, I have 1 page left in the chapter, so that's some progress.
Okay.
How do y'all like to judge your progress? You said you like pages.
No, I said I don't do pages. I do word count.
Oh, I do word count when writing, but I do pages when editing.
Yeah.
Because I can tell how many pages I've edited. Doing word count for editing is weird because you grow and you shrink at different places.
Yeah. No, I keep track of where I stopped last and edit to where I get to, and then drop another marker, and then count the number of words in between.
Gotcha.
It's not. It's a sum rule. It's not an accurate marker of how much work I've done because I might be editing chapter 6 and go back to the middle of chapter 2 and add a bunch of words, and those don't get counted at all.
Yeah.
But,
no.
yeah.
When I'm editing, I edit linearly. I usually write linearly, but this time I jumped around more than normal.
Well, when I'm doing revisions, I start from the front, I go to the back. But if I find a place where I've got a note that I say, oh, I should put that in earlier, then I'll jump around.
True. True. Yeah. My main thing is, on average, I edit 10 pages an hour if I'm doing like heavy editing.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I can see if I'm on pace or if I'm ahead of pace or whatnot.
Yeah.
And right now I'm working on editing reused portions. So this stuff has at least been over once. So I expected a faster than average pace. So yeah.
But yeah, for me, it'd probably be easier to measure by chapter.
Yeah. Okay. Isabella says they do word count, but I do keep track of pages too. I probably would like 100,000 words for my book when I finish it. What genre are you writing? 100,000 is a tough sell for anything other than YA, fantasy, or science fiction. So, I think you said it was a Regency or a medieval fantasy, so that should be fine.
I was gonna say I do steampunk, and I target 100,000, and if I come in just over, just under, I feel fine about the book. But
right, because
I mean, I could probably go as short as 70,000 without an issue.
Right, isn't steampunk like the bastard child of
fantasy and science fiction?
of fantasy and science fiction?
Actually,
it might just be their legitimate child.
Actually, it's probably you could say that that steampunk is like the resuscitated parent of science fiction.
I enjoy the perspective in which science fiction is actually a subgenre of fantasy, because it's still what if, and you just change up the mechanics. It's the same sort of world building and everything else.
We started off with fantasy, and then they started doing science fantasies, and that grew into science fiction. And steampunk is kind of, we're going to go back and we're going to write science fantasies like they used to.
I mean, I'm doing my space fantasy right now. So
Yeah, Jules Verne.
Andy says, "Want steampunk? Add a gear to it." I enjoy that song. It's a great song.
It is a great song.
So, and hello, Barrett. Thank you for swinging by. I am going to link drop because steampunk put a gear on it. See if I can link y'all. And there we go. Excellent. It's a classic in the steampunk mockery genre of
call it steampunk.
Of filth.
Yeah.
So, Barrett, yeah, already said hi to Barrett. Devin, I guess, bowed before Lord Laurie. So, in case you were unfamiliar, filk is geeky folk music, or basically anything. Anything book themed or parodies, or it's a wide range of things. It doesn't have to be strictly folk music anymore. There's plenty of other subgenres. But I hear it actually came from a typo in a convention. They were going to do a folk sing-along thing, and they did filk, and convention people just leaned into it for geeky music. So Barrett asks, how are things up north, Devin? Because he's up in Canada, where apparently it snows from November till April.
But the skiing is great, right?
I am not great at skiing. I've never tried except water skiing, where I nearly drowned and it was horrible. But Doc, with your knees, are you really a huge fan of skiing?
I used to be a fan of skiing. I would enjoy downhill skiing, not so much cross country.
And then your knees gave you the finger.
Yeah, and then my knees were insulting to me, so not expecting to do much of that anymore. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't mind hanging out in the ski chalet in the bar with a hot toddy waiting for people to come off the slopes. So,
I mean, that does sound like it has a great appeal, and maybe curl up with a book, perhaps a steampunk adventure or a nice cozy fantasy. Devin says Canada is still very cold, which is probably about what we expected. So, are we ready for another sprint? Do we think we should do another one?
Yeah, we got plenty of time for sprint.
Oh, and it's Devin's author-tube-versary. 2 years of watching streams. Happy versary to you. Happy versary to you. Happy versary to Devin. Happy versary to you. And many more. There, you got a song out of me. And I still haven't made it to AuthorTube karaoke yet.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? No.
I mean, I'm much better at Rock Band than karaoke. I can follow a tune, but I can't carry one on my own. So
okay,
I do okay with karaoke if you give me the thinnest thread of the notes I'm supposed to be hitting.
You need accompaniment, is what you're trying to say.
Right. I can tell when I'm off pitch. But my voice needs a little help to get there.
Just born for the chorus.
Follow a tune, not carrying it.
Yep.
So, Barrett says, par for the course. They were a balmy 0 degrees Celsius. Oh my goodness. Oh, we were probably that today. We barely got up to 0 C.
I was gonna say it's cold here.
Yeah, and yesterday it didn't even get that warm. So.
I know I had to go out and sprinkle a melt on my sidewalk in order to get my groceries delivered earlier. It's 27 degrees right now. Yeah, it's going to be below freezing all day. That's
Oh my
fair.
goodness. Yeah. So, Devin, you are very easy to put up with. So, I mean, mostly I said hi and got another snack.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Nightbot.
Nightbot is reminding us we should probably stretch. Oh. Ooh, ow. Did I mention I was day tripping to my mom's house?
I know you mentioned it to me. I don't remember if you mentioned it to the stream. I think that was part of the pre-stream banter. But
Yeah, it's a 2-hour drive, so
yeah.
I could use some stretching. Oh, I'm actually wearing my NaNoWriMo shirt today.
Oh, cool. Let your imagination roam. Rain.
Yeah, rain. There
Okay.
It's poorly placed on the shirt.
I am wearing the Guild of Radical Militant Librarians shirt that I got when I ordered a steampunk shirt and they sent the wrong thing. And it was just, it took me long enough to get this. I don't feel like messing with it, so I'll just wear it with that.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Barrett says, it's always a holiday with Devin. You're one of his favorite, and he's not alone with that feeling. Because Devin is awesome. True facts about Devin. So I think it's time, now that we have celebrated Devin and stretched, to do maybe another sprint.
I'm getting ready. I'm actually gonna be putting comments into my manuscript this time. So.
Yeah. Very exciting moment for everyone, I'm sure. Okay, sure. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Wait, where'd the tab go? Oh, okay, go. And we're back. I got another 1,500.
Well, and I got about a chapter and a half worth of comments added in.
Nice.
So progress.
Indeed.
Sorry. And my wife has decided to relax on the couch with me, even if it means taking up my backspace. Ow. You okay? Her knee is hurting.
Oh, I hear that.
It has been a bad knee day in this household. So
Sounds like. So, popping to the comments. Isabella said it's cold where she is. It's seriously freezing, but Tuesday is going to get to 40. Devin said that his birthday is on a Sunday this year, so we can celebrate again. Yay! Heather, hello and welcome. I don't know if you've been to my stream before, but yay, I'm glad you made it. Let's see. Everybody's pretty good. Heather is somewhere where today is already Monday, which I'm not quite ready for. I had to step away to feed the dogs. This is Charlie. Say hi, Charlie. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? So Charlie says hi, and he swung by earlier, and he would like me to go play. And I'm not playing, which means I'm a silly, silly human. And a kitty swung by. I assume on Doc's end.
Yeah.
And,
Kitty is right here.
well, hi, kitty.
That's a Gilly.
Hi, Gilly girl. Autumn swung by. Hello, Autumn. And we have an Andy. Andy is pausing his revisions. There are leftover scones to be had. Also, the cats are whining about food. So,
that's
thank you
part
for
of why
coming.
Gilly's here.
Right. Isabella got another paragraph done and is looking at names for my main character's dragon. Oh, names are so hard. So good luck with that. Lisa is here. Hello. Lisa made it. Yay. And Kelly said hi to Charlie because Charlie's a sweetie. All right.
Yep. I was just going to say that names are either really hard or really easy. There's like no in between.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true.
Yeah, which is why you start going and using your friends' names.
I have a confession to make about my short story that I sold.
Oh.
Two of the two characters are named after two stuffed animals I have.
Okay.
I just needed names and I grabbed them and then I decided there's no reason to change them and
if it works, it works.
And hey, somebody bought the story, so you know.
Yeah, like they know your stuffed animals, right?
Right. So one is named Pat and one is named Alfred. But in the story, it was Fred and Pat. But in real life, Pat is not short for Patrick, or by itself. Pat is a guard bear of the sort that you get from like London, Tower of London kind of thing.
Okay.
And this bear has pants, and bears don't have waists, so the pants keep falling off. So he has a cutie patootie. So Pat is short for cutie patootie.
Yeah, it's one of those call sign nicknames that you never live down, right? No.
Exactly. So, Kelly says, "Ha, cute." I wouldn't call it a confession so much as a "did you know?" There's no way anyone could have known because it's very silly.
Yes, but now that you put it out there, it'll end up on your the trivia section of your IMDb. So
I do actually have an IMDb because of the voice acting I've done. Fun fact. So, well, we only have 15 minutes left. Do we want to do a quick 10-minute sprint or chat? What do you think?
I'm up for either. Come on, audience. This show is for you. What do you want to see? right. Well, while we're waiting for them to come up with something, let's see. I was gonna brag happily about how well the beta read's going, but wait, I did that at the beginning, didn't I?
Yay!
But
I'm still super excited for you. So
yeah, I mean, it's funny, the beta read that I did for the first book.
mhm.
I had five people, and pretty much four of them finished, and the last one had to drop out somewhere around the middle of the book.
Mm.
And this one, everyone was like, "Why are you taking so many beta readers? You're going to be drowning under feedback." And it's like, I started with 17. I added two more, and I flat had 10 people drop out. Just never responded to the first thing.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm still looking at having at least 5 people worth of feedback. So
Nice.
it still ends up being down to a acceptable level. And I've only had a couple people who actually got started and then dropped out. And it seems like most people, once they get started reading,
Yeah.
they keep up with it. The couple people had things come up in their lives that got in the way.
Yeah. I usually pick people that I know will finish, and maybe one or two wild cards.
I don't know. I wanted to expand my range of potential beta readers. I
totally get that.
I will admit that I've had difficulty getting my friends to read my work. And
I don't want them to. I want them to read the final published version and pay for my stuff and be excited and not be like, "Did you fix this? What did you do about? Wait, where's my favorite scene?"
Yeah, well, admittedly, I do have a number of friends who do read my work, but only want to see the finished product.
Yeah.
But just in general, I have a tough time getting my friends to look at my work in the first place. And part of that is because I am friends with a lot of writers who are too busy with their own writing to actually look at stuff. But all the ones who have actually read my stuff have enjoyed it. So I feel justified. It's like, if I can get your eyeballs for 10 minutes, I've got you.
Yeah, I have to admit, my to read pile is 4 years old at this point. So
yeah, my to read pile is taller than I am. And there's Mom. Yeah. And it's like,
sorry, Mom was interrupting.
That's fine. It's your house. You can interrupt.
So she was defending librarians and choices in books.
Oh.
So
I got the librarian shirt on today, so.
And my sister is in the middle of her librarian classes, so.
No, I find the analysis of beta reading trends kind of interesting. I don't know. Hopefully it's interesting to somebody.
Yeah. So I ordered some sheets from this company, and they were ridiculously fancy sheets, right? And I haven't gotten the sheets yet. They have been shipped, and they sent me a coupon that expired in 3 days, and then they sent me a whatever code to share with somebody else that expires tomorrow. And I'm like, what? Why would I be recommending your stuff before I get it?
Yeah, that really doesn't make sense. It's like,
it also bodes well for them to have a sale twice a week and send me a lot of stuff.
It's like, how often do people buy sheets? It's like, it's Tuesday. I think I shall buy some sheets. No.
Right? Yeah.
Most people, no, that's not how they work.
Nope. I mean, they're sending me ads more often than I change my sheets.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. So Kelly said he joined to finish his work in progress, but he's going to keep going because he missed the first sprint. And agreed that censorship in libraries is a hot topic of late. Oh, yes, very much. Very much. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure the candidate who won the election in my state ran on a thing of clean up the school library books and, masks should be choices. So, enough said on that.
Yeah. Yep, that's not this podcast. That's a different podcast content. Yep.
Nope. But I mean, obviously, Morgan has the best poker face ever. I'm sure you have no clue what her opinion on this subject is.
Yeah.
Did I say best poker face? I'm pretty sure I mean best for my opponents.
I don't know. I've never played poker with you. But...
Well, I mean, there's the fact that I can't remember if a straight beats a flush beats like four of a kind. So, I know I have something, but I don't know how good it is.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm making some progress. I'm feeling like maybe getting to 10K should be at least doable this month. Don't know about 20K.
Well, goals are goals.
Indeed. It's still progress. I mean, It's still,
Oh yeah, all progress is good.
Yeah. Besides the fact my alpha reader can't get to it till, spring break. So.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a problem.
Well, I just need to figure out when her spring break is. Because if it's like early March, I might need to step it up a little more if I'm only 10K into 80,000 words. And this is a quick edit pass to make sure it's coherent and cohesive, not a heavy revision.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a similar spot. It's like I'm trying to get all this feedback collected and into my manuscript by the end of the week. And then, I've actually got to revise then. Crap. How long is that going to take? I'd like to get all the revisions done by the end of February. That would be beautiful.
So remember that February is a really short month. So maybe you mean by before the COB February, which is actually the March meeting, which is the second week of March.
Yeah, I guess I could probably settle by finishing by mid-March. But then I've got to get an editor and get it off to the editor and then get that feedback back and revise again. And it's like, anything that's going to cause a little delay is going to be pushing things up tight to my my hopeful publishing date in end of July, early August. So,
are you hitting anything to launch for a launch party, or are you still staying safe and home?
I'm pretty much staying safe and home. I was thinking about doing Balticon, but so far I haven't seen a Balticon invite. So I don't know if somebody has decided that they don't need me anymore, or
I don't know.
Or what. Yeah, don't expect you to know.
You might reach out to head of new media and see if because they're slightly separate if you're not getting in through the main section.
So. Yeah. So the last time I checked, the person I thought was head of new media was starting to send out invites, but they were still busy with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So they may be behind the schedule.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to go to anything, it's going to be Balticon. I looked at a couple other things that, like last year, had virtual tracks, and so far they've all abandoned their virtual tracks.
I think we're keeping our virtual tracks, but because of how we're doing everything and the spacing and stuff, we're actually spreading out our panels to every 90 minutes instead of every hour so that the virtual and the in-person can be in sync. And that means the amount of programming we have has gone down a noticeable amount.
Are you talking about Balticon?
Balticon, yeah.
Okay. Now I was talking about other conventions that had virtual tracks last year.
You know. The Imaginarium is going to be hybrid as well.
They have not decided to have a virtual track yet.
Have they? I thought they did.
Have not.
I thought they were just always.
No, I checked and I wrote them, and they came.
Okay, I believe
we haven't decided yet. So.
Okay, interesting. I did not know.
Yeah, I find it kind of funny, seeing as last year so many cons were going, our virtual tracks work really well, and people were talking. We think we'll keep this as a part of the future convention because it makes it so accessible to more people. That the virtual tracks will get people to want to come in. It'll help us serve the handicapped audience. And now this year it's like, not in person. That's where the money is. So
I know we really have to wait carefully, where our audience is, where the money is, but also our staff the amount of staff we have and whether or not we had enough people to do both. And a lot of times if, you're relying on the same people for both ways, they can't do both, which unfortunate, but true, which is why really, looking to beef up staff.
I understand that there's a whole lot of work that goes on in doing any kind of convention, live, virtual, hybrid.
Right.
But it's just that after everyone was talking it up so much last year, I would think that at the very least they'd come out with a big call for volunteers. If they need more staffers, get more staffers. I don't know, but that's just a reflection of the fact that right now I'm not planning on going very many places.
Right.
It's like if I get a Balticon invite, I'm planning to go to Balticon.
Yeah.
I should have a carryover table for Key City Steampunk. But it's like too early to call that one. Plop, roll. You always have critters around you who want to play.
I mean, didn't you know that 6:30 is playtime?
It's not quite 6:30. We've got 2 minutes for outros.
Well, did you want to go ahead and do your outro then?
I can do that. I am Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. You can find all my links down in the notes below. But if you have problems scrolling down and following the track, you can also go and search for Doc Coleman Steampunk. And you will find my website, you will find my Amazon author page, and that's got everything that I've got out there that's currently published. I am currently working away on the beta read for Kindred of Kali, which, as I said earlier, I plan to have out before September this year. So fingers crossed I can make that deadline. And if not, you can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and most weeks sitting here with Morgan talking about writing.
Okay, and I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I am an actively queering fantasy author. I have one short story published over on Dark Recesses, fanzine, webzine. It's online, it's free. And I blog, and podcast writing tips and writerly musings with writing tips from the pros and my own writerly musings. This week, I'm sharing more notes from DisCon 3, i.e. WorldCon in December. The panel I'm sharing the notes from was Creating New Mythology from Hidden Histories, in which they discussed where to find histories that weren't in your textbooks, ways to contextualize them, and ways to use these in your writing. So over on the podcast, wherever you get podcasts, writing tips and writerly musings, I was talking about my 5 biggest fears when facing feedback. Ugh. And I had an author spotlight this week, and I read a lot of romances this week. But other than that, I will be sharing more writing tips and writerly musings on. Podcast comes out Monday, blog comes out, and vlog comes out Thursday, and I'll be back here next Sunday. So,
And then there's the
I'm gonna
Friday
sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you all for coming. I hope you got at least a little bit productivity in, and check out Devin's playlists on his YouTube channel to find out who's going next. So thank you all for coming, and I hope you have an amazing week. And stay warm. I hear that's a problem. And let's see, manage stream.
Keep
I hear
writing.
that you can raid. How do I raid people? I'm curious. Sorry, I just found out you can raid people on. I don't know how to raid.
Yep.
Raid channel. Oh, Haley's Creates is going right now, so let's go raid over there. I don't think anybody's on Twitch
we'll
right
give
now.
it a try. You're welcome, Lisa. and if we drop off and suddenly end, we tried.
Thank you all for coming. It was great to see y'all. Did we go? I don't know what happened.
I don't know. It would be funny if it took the Twitter stream portion or the Twitch stream portion of it, raided in, and only the Twitch people were in there, and just left the rest of it here.
Yeah. So.
All right. Bye, Isabella.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming.
All right.